Hello guys, my name is Asep Rinaldy. First I want to say sorry because I don't use UAB attribute because now I'm in my hometown. Okay, so our topic today is about the South China Sea, or Indonesia call it Laut Cina Selatan. So I will give you the point from the Captain Ren, okay? So the point is, there is a conflict between Indonesia government and China government. The conflict started when the China tried to get Indonesia territory, that is the South China Sea. Yeah, even the name is China Sea, but that's not China territory. Because before China has the conflict with Indonesia, China is already has conflict with other countries like Vietnam and Malaysia about the territory. So that's not something new for us. But Indonesia doesn't want to make a mistake like the past. In the past, Indonesia has conflict with Malaysia about the island. After that, Indonesia lost and Malaysia get the island. So Indonesia doesn't want that happen again. This conflict between Indonesia and China is went viral, and every country know this conflict. And some people say there will be war, but hopefully not. Yeah, this conflict is not clear until now, but we try to get some information about how to Indonesia government maintain the South China Sea or the territory. So that as for me. After that, my friend will continue the topic. So.
Hello, my name is Hanny. Now I will explain about chapter 2 that discuss first about the history of South China Seas. Historically, South China Sea conflict existed long before there were countries nations in the Southern Asian region. Conflict in South China Sea not just a problem sovereign over the ownership of the island, but also the issue of sovereign's right over continental shelf and exclusive economic zone and technology use issue new in seabed mining. Second, about South China Sea in a Chinese perspective. All Chinese claims on South China Sea are based on historically that people use who discovered the island in the South China Sea during the Han Dynasty of the 2nd century. Then the Qing government took jurisdiction over the Paracel Island in the early 20th century. China claims are defined in the Nine Dash Line, an area that stretches hundreds of miles from south to the eastern region of the Hainan province. Last, about Chinese interest in the South China Sea. Claims of ownership of the South China region are based three main points, namely economic progress, politics, also defense and security. Well, this my explanation about chapter 2, and the next chapter will be explained by my friends.
Hello, my name is Mulyeni, and at this time I will explain in the part 3 of the research methodology. In this chapter, there are three methodologies that the author examines, namely, first, approach and the type of research, and second, types and search of the data, and third, data collection techniques. First, approach and the type of research. Based on the above problem, according to the authors, of the most appropriate research in writing this paper is a qualitative research, because this study examines the focus of the problem to be studied in depth, and also usually qualitative research is considered the most appropriate for the problem of political phenomena. A qualitative research refers to the natural background, which positions humans as a research tool. Data analysis is carried out inductively and is more concerned with the process than the result. This is based on the problem examined in the study, namely the South China Sea dispute. In this study, the authors use a descriptive research method because this method is related to events that are taking place and with regard to current conditions. Because even today, the conflict over the South China Sea dispute has not yet been resolved. This signifies a prolonged conflict and has a big influence on the present until the future. Second, data types and source. The data source of this research is information from where the data was obtained. The data source, according to need, are classified into two sources, namely, first, primary sources. Primary sources are the most basic data sources in the study, namely by obtaining data from interviews with the information when they go into the field or scans. But because now is the pandemic period, which makes it impossible for us to jump into the field to look for sources of the information, so we will move on to the next source of the data, namely secondary sources. Secondary sources are sources of supporting data to supplement primary sources. Although in our research, we do secondary data sources which are the most basic or the basic data sources in the study. This secondary data sources is obtained from methods relating to the study, namely from book, browsing, internet data, or records that are closely related to the issues raised, both personal and official document. And the third, data collection technique. The application of large-scale social restriction applied by the government makes the authors limited in the connection data collection techniques. So, the authors can take in accordance with the type of research used, namely 1. Documentation. This technique is carried out by recording official documents relating to the problem taken. In essence, this method is used to trace historical and social data where some social facts are stored in the material in the form of documentation, such as book, archival literature, government documents, and data stored on other websites. Thank you.
Chapter 4. Claim and offensive of the sea area South China conducted by China in the 1970. We are based on the trend to enable the economic, political progress, the need for defense and security. Population goal is relative, first allow for improvement intelligence of oil energy for China in the long term. Share oil represents South China. The thought is number not contained will still be a set of stand to the domestic